Was expecting it would be something more chill. Well, hello, welcome. I'm back. After a small week break, I'm back because we finished Metro 2030 last time. I'm back with Metro Last Light. Like direct continuation. These games are very tied together. They are very similar. I think Exodus is going to be a bit different than first two Metro games, because first two Metro games is just extremely story-wise corridor, pretty much shooter in spooky tunnels of the Metro. Exodus should be something new, different. I'm very excited for that and very looking forward to it. Play it. But today we shall start Metro Last Light, which let's talk about it for a bit. I don't have that much time, so there's going to be like me rambling, me playing music as I did, and then we're going to play for like 1 hour, and then today's stream is going to be short, but there's going to be probably another one over the weekend, maybe even tomorrow. I could do tomorrow like second part, but I wanted to start it. I done some microphone settings, so hopefully I can be heard good and properly. Hopefully, because I add something to help with the S sounds. Hopefully it's a bit better, and I also changed the audio filters. So that is one thing. Filters were updated. Also, I add more bitrate to the sound, so sounds should be better. And we testing out again streaming in 2K. Second. We testing streaming in 2K for Twitch, sadly, because I cannot set up through the plugin full HD resolution for Twitch. So there's 2K stream. Hopefully it's not tanking my performance too much. Yeah, and it's not going to tank my performance. On the YouTube, we're streaming in Full HD, and I'm trying again record in 2K. I consulted my issues, with ChatGPT, and it was that kind that it gave me some suggestion. So there's some lowering done, there's some changing of settings, so maybe we are going to be able to play Metro. I just randomly said that I'm going to be, streaming, record Metro, and it immediately set and focused on the Metro Exodus. And last light is way older, and it should be way easier to manage. Though we played Metro 2033, which is even lower-ish, in performance. The last light is way more performance heavy, though Redux versions are pretty much same, and they should be they should have very similar performance. Pretty much Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light very similar performance. It's kind of something like almost same games. First, it's a remake of the old game, so there's some janky issues. It is in general some issues, but because graphic got updated, some they function like that. Metro Last Light should be way more polished. But let's not focus on that. Get to the gameplay as soon as possible. But something that I didn't do, because I had some introduction last time. We're going to see. Once I start game, we're going to see if I'm going to be able to record on the 2K or not. It will be weird if I cannot. My, setup. Good. If not, we are going to be recording in Full HD. I'm going to, change some stuff. Restart the stream, and then we HD back. And then we can hopefully in far future, probably in like year 2 or something, buy a new. pretty much do, you know, video game. So that is a small plans, but something that I check. Because I think the first game pretty much. I think the first game was 2000. Though small the backstory fine of 2005. Oh, it's novels. I bet. I'm the first Metro 2033 non-redux version was released in 2010, but it was 2009. Did you know the game is amazing time? And then Last Light was released in 2013, basic version. So there's like 3 years jump. There's going to be a lot of the polishing done that in original Metro was a bit janky, but because we didn't play the old version, we just played the next version. I'm not going to see that big difference. And in next year, 2014, I think both Metro 2015 Redux and Metro Last Light released. There's not going to be that many changes. I mentioned it in our previous series that there's not going to be that huge differences in Metro Last Light Redux. I didn't play Redux or Last Light for a very long time, so I'm going to be surprised with a lot of the things, but I think I remember some particular things. And I play Redux version than 2033 versions. I'm going to remember some stuff, but I also forget a lot of the parts. So it's going to be semi-surprising. There's going to be some graphical update, very little one. The graphical update is way more noticeable probably in 2033 because, you know, way bigger jump for that. It was 2010 into 2014 graphic, so big difference. The UI change, everything change in like Metro Last Light style, pretty much. The Redux version, they are very similar in the style. The inventory is going to be similar. Icons are stuff like and now I forgot what I wanted to say. Lovely. Yeah, that's it. Much we did a little bit of numbers. We are almost ready to jump into the game. I thought, by the way, that you know, it was developed by a Russian studio, but it's actually a Ukrainian studio. Or they moved to Ukraine, something like that. And of course, one more side topic, the actual stuff in time of the recording and streaming. Of course, I had inside info. Yes, I am very influential, and I have, you know, my contacts in which is 4A games, which I think it was already. I think the studio like bankrupt. They have a new. I'm not sure. No, it's still 4A studio. Okay. Fine, my bad. Yeah, Metro Exodus, sequel to Metro Last Light. We can mention that is 2019. For this, even I thought it's older game, like 6 years. Oh no, 7 years. Yeah. So again, brain is not working properly. So it's not that big jump. 2013, 2019. 7 years we were waiting for the new Metro, and we're going to jump forward. There's of course Metro Awakening, which is developed by different team completely, so it's not that important. But maybe I'm going to do overview of Metro games, and maybe even I might get VR and try Metro Awakening. It's in the plan. It's in the plan. Potentially, it's in the plan. Could be fun. But we got very recently, a week ago, exactly a week ago, it was in Thursday. A week ago, we got announcement for Metro 2039. So far, I didn't see it yet, trailer and stuff. I just keeping that for very special occasion that we are planning for, something. So I keeping that, I'm very patient. Once I'm going to see it, I might do my feelings. Nice saying, uh, Metro. I'm very excited, and it was very funny because I think it was like I finished 2033 Metro like weeks ago, and then I just opened the YouTube, and then there was the atomic clock that just pointing to the first day next week when something is going to be announced, new Metro game, and I'm super excited for it. I think I would be even more excited if I already play Metro Exodus. That is something that I still missing, and that I didn't play single time, and I'm very excited once we're going to get after the last light to that. So last light is going to be, oh sorry, my microphone just in out totally. Very sorry, very sorry. Hopefully it wasn't that horrible. Metro Last Light is going to be a very long story, because there is a main story that is, I think, shorter than 2053, so that is good. But there's a bunch of the DLCs that are long. Some of them are short-ish, like for 1 hour, but some of them are longer-ish. Some of them are like exploration, shooting range stuff. That is some challenges, so it can get complicated. Oh no, the HQ. US publisher bankrupt. The game developers. So there's a lot of DLCs, but there's also DLCs which take more time, which is going to take like 1-2 streams, maybe even 3. And when you're unlocking stuff and slowly progressing through, there might be some stuff that is going to be longer. There might be some stuff that is going to be short. We're going to see. All these have the difficulty levels, so doing all of them, it was very hard last time that I did it for Metro Last Light. If I can go and compare don't like I played previous game a lot of the time. Who was that? Oh, that is very the previous game that I played, but I played multiple times through it, and I think I played on my own one, but my previous game took 6-7 hours. Played it a long time ago when Metro Last Light took me 120 hours, so it is like double amount of the time. So Metro Last Light is going to take us more, and especially if we're going to do 2 playthroughs, maybe even 3 playthroughs. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to see. So Metro Last Light is longer game, including the DLC. There's probably more DLC segments, I think. Yeah, there's way more. Though the achievements are reduced in Redux. So that is we completed Metro 2033 last time. It was super fun. I had very much incredible. Not sure how it is going to be, honestly. I'm very big fan of Metro 2033. I mentioned I like the exploration element, and then you throw on into the world, and you just start exploring this new, absolutely different world that you even cannot imagine you would live in, and you start meeting all the characters, and it's super exciting, and everything is new. Metro Last Light is continuation, so we're going to be continuing with probably going to be explained with something, and so we already going to know some characters. We already know characters look like, and it's going to be a bit different. When 2033 is more exploration, and it's not that story heavy. Very simple premise. You're just going somewhere, and you're just trying to, destroy the dark ones, and that is pretty much your goal. There's not much character development. You're just going forward. You're meeting people who are helping you on your journey, and you're exploring the world of the Metro. Metro Last Days tend to be very psychological already, very story driven. Characters, there's new characters and way bigger character developments, and the story is just way more. It's overall better. The story is better. There's themes, topics, and gonna make you think, and the karma system is still here. That is going to be even more influential in this game. So it's way bigger, better game, and I think I definitely like overall the Last Light way more than 2033. As I mentioned, I have the 2033 have special place in. I don't expect that many changes in the Redux version. There might be some changes, probably very small light changes, but we're going to see. Though I don't remember Last Light that well, we're going to miss some stuff definitely. That's that, and yes, how it is going to be, of course. I almost forget. First playthrough, we're going to play on the hardest difficulty. If we're going to get chance to play Ranger Survival again, something like that. If it's similar as in the previous game, we are going to pick it out. Of course, here then the basic version. Though in the Last Light, I'm not expecting that many changes, honestly, because as I mentioned, just 1 year apart, the Redux Remaster version, so the changes are going to be super sudden, and it's just going to be nice lighting, shadows, probably higher resolution textures, so there's not going to be that many differences in the game, I think. Just going to be like pre-update pretty much. I think when you have the previous games, you at least for the Last Light, I think you get like free copy of the game because the changes weren't that big. So we're going to have very similar experience had in Last Light. We're going to play first playthrough English tab on the hardest difficulty, and then we're going to play on normal difficulty. We're going to check the UI, which is pretty much similar to the Redux version 2033. Not much changes, I think, there, but anyway, going to check it out. And on the second playthrough, we're going to swap to the Russian dubbing, which last time was super fun. I was doing that for the first time, and it was very interesting to listening all the dialogue happening. That was very cool, very interesting. But let's jump into it. Let's at least play the first hour of the game. This is probably first part of the stream. The second part is to be probably yeah, second part is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to cut it out and make it out somehow in the video editing. Also, I still didn't get into edit of different streams because I was super busy. I was planning to, but super busy when I was away last week. So didn't get to it. but the first part of our streams is already out. Needs a lot of the editing still. Still learn a lot of the stuff, and need to work on the microphone to be better. Hopefully it's better. So the stuff going to be updating, and I jump into it because I'm still very interested how the game is going to run for us. Hopefully it's not going to be lagging. I did a lot of the changes, very lot of the changes, and be working. I log FPS. I did hopefully everything. Shall see. Going to be very lightly small black screen. The play. Hopefully there's not going to be drop frames. So far, looking good. So far. But it was looking good also previously. We already getting different. We already getting... No, it's not managing. No, there's no chance. There's no chance to record in 2K. No, it's not managing. Sadly. Then give me a moment. I'm just going to update back to the full HD. And I have to wait probably for upgrade and do a PC setup. So, let me be right back. Do a lot of the stats.